Well, good morning, folks. It's Todd from Snyder's Hives and Honey. Just wanted to share something small with you this morning. So we are a certified queen breeder. We ship bees and queens all over the United States. We do pollination service. We produce honey. But sometimes we order in queens from other beekeepers just so that we get a mixture of our stock, as well as we use instrumentally inseminated queens for our own breeding that we have the known genetic stocks of. But we also at times bring in, like I say, some other queens. So I just want to share something with you that we do. This time of year in Florida is extremely hot. So we're in the upper 90s with heat indexes in the hundreds. And I just went to UPS this morning and picked up some queens that we had ordered in. I want to show you what I do as soon as we get them. So we bring them in, and I'm going to show you the queens in a box, and then I'm going to drizzle some water, just water, over the corked end that does not have the candy plug in it. So this way here, that there's a little bit of moisture that gets into the wooden cage, and the bees have some water immediately. Bees need water, they need nectar, and they need pollen. They need water for hydration, just as we do, as well as it's a cooling process for them inside the hive. They take that water, they evaporate that water, which is a cooling process. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of water on these cages until we can get them installed this afternoon. But I wanted to show you how I do that and how simple it is and how important it is if you're in a very warm climate, or if it's been in shipping for more than 24 hours, or if you're not going to get them installed immediately into the hives. So we won't get them installed until later this afternoon or this evening. We did some splits. I needed these extra queens for some splits that we had made. So that's why I have these queens, as well as we're bringing in some other genetics into our apiary. But all I do is I take I'll show you here. I'm going to flip my camera around. Let's see if I can get that done here. Second here. Getting fancy here with my... All right. Well, my camera doesn't want to flip. Hold on a second. I don't know why. But all right, I'm going to just flip this around. So I use a rag like this, just a cloth. I soak it in water. And then this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to drizzle the water like this, almost like rain. Let's see, I'm trying to do this here. Just like rain dripping on these boxes. And it goes down in those areas where those corks are, and it also moisturizes the boxes. The bees can actually suck that water out of the boxes, out of the wood, and those nurse bees will feed the queen that water as well as it'll help keep them cool. That's all I do. Just a little bit of moisture like that. You can see the difference in the color of the end of this box right here. The color of that compared to this is much lighter. So this is wet. This is what the bees are doing inside. They're just moving around. They will collect that water up. It's very, very important to keep your bees cool. So we will put these in a cooler room instead of staying in the barn here. If it gets too warm, I will put them in an air-conditioned room. Bees will actually survive better at, say, 70 degrees, 75 degrees air conditioning than they will at 110 degrees in a steel building. They'll overheat and they'll die. So my workshop here is a metal building where we store our boxes and equipment and things like that. It does get pretty warm in here when we don't have the doors open. Just wanted to share this with you. Hopefully this is helpful and happy beekeeping for you. And as always, be happy.